Keep an eye out for this 1922 wheat cent. Now it looks like it's just a plain old 1922 Philadelphia Lincoln wheat cent with no mint mark. That would be a typical guess. However, if you do some research, you'll see that only the Denver Mint made coins that year. So what happened? All coins should have a D mint mark then, and this one does not. Note there is a regular 1922 D, and that is fairly common. Overall, there are 7,160,000 Lincoln cents, 1922, made by the Denver Mint that year. So they are common. So with the no D, this is not an error where the Denver Mint forgot to punch the D mint mark. That would be a good guess, but it's not the reason for the missing D. The error of the missing D is because of a worn or over-polished die. It's called the 1922 No D Lincoln wheat cent. It's very collectible, very famous, and rare. So I have 3 coins here, and I'm going to show you all 3. They have different values, and I'll explain why. And here's a special note. This coin variety is one of only a few U.S. coins where a mint mark absence increases the value. Okay, so for the 1922 No D, again, these are all No D, these 3 coins I have here. There are 2 varieties to pay attention to. The most valuable variety of this coin is the 1922 No D with what they're calling a strong reverse, and that's 2 of these coins. And then there is a 1922 No D with a weak reverse. So that's the other one I've got here. So here's the first one. It's the No D weak reverse. There you can see the wheat ears are not well struck, and E pluribus unum is also weak. Also, I would say it's overall the condition of the coin is a good to very good. But I would say this is a good candidate for a 1922 No D weak reverse. And then the next 2 that I'm showing you here are No D with a strong reverse, and those are considerably more in terms of value. The first one is a VG. It might even be considered a fine condition. So VG to fine. Second is a coin with a solid VG condition, and it's got the strong reverse. So it's a No D, strong reverse, and VG condition. Again, no indication of a D there, so it's basically the same as the last one, but not quite as nice. But it's a solid VG, I would say. It's definitely in the category of VG. As far as values, in good, they can be worth up to $1,000, depending on market demand and condition. In fine condition, they can be worth up to $2,000 or more. And you can imagine in mint state, these can be worth just an enormous amount, like $30,000 or more. If you're looking at purchasing one of these 1922 No Ds, consider only ones from a reputable dealer and preferably graded by PCGS or NGC. You do want to be wary of counterfeits, which are altered 1922 D cents, and they had the D removed. If you have one of these true 1922 No Ds in better condition that's not certified, I would recommend getting it certified. It's worth it. All right, guys, I will be listing all 3 of these online, and I estimate the total will be around $1,300 for all 3. I paid $1,000. At the time, I wasn't sure it'd be worth it, so I almost didn't buy them. But then after looking at the comps that they're selling for, I think I'll do fine. I'm estimating at about $1,300 for all 3. Probably $300 on the weak reverse, and then at least $500 on the 2 strong reverse. So keep an eye out for this coin. It can be valuable. All right, guys, that's all I have. I'd love to hear your feedback. Let me know if you have one of these coins. I'd love to hear that and what you think of this video. Appreciate your comments and your feedback. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you've not subscribed before, and I know a lot of you haven't, make sure you do that, and also turn on notifications so you get my latest updates. Thanks. That really helps me get the word out. All right, guys, thanks for your time. Stay tuned for more updates, and I'll see you next time. Take care.